Good afternoon. This is Sunshine Reports. I am Sahid Aribisala. The town hall meeting and stakeholders engagement on the alignment of the Ondo State 63-kilometer segment of the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway has just concluded. The meeting held at the banquet hall of the Ondo State Government House was attended by top government functionaries led by the Minister of Works, Dave Umahi. Also at the stakeholders engagement of former and serving federal lawmakers, royal fathers and captains of industry, while the governor of Ondo State, Lucky Aiyedatiwa, is the chief host. Bring you more details in the course of the bulletin. As the Ondo State governorship election approaches on November 16, All Progressives Congress APC candidate Lucky Aiyedatiwa is gaining momentum, receiving widespread support across the state. Recently, residents of Ile-Oluji, Okigbo local government area pledged their votes with community leaders and royal figures, expressing appreciation for the current administration and praying for Aiyedatiwa's success in the upcoming polls. Government House correspondent Wahab Bankole provides reports on the campaign rally that showcased the growing backing for Aiyedatiwa's candidacy.
Lucky Aiyedatiwa, the APC candidate for the upcoming Ondo State governorship election, led a campaign rally in Ile-Oluji Okigbo to engage residents and garner support. Upon arrival, the team was welcomed with solidarity songs and received warmly at the palace of Oluoke, Princess Olushola Babajide, the community regent, who praised Aiyedatiwa for his leadership and local appointments.
I want to ensure you of our loyalty and support for the success of this administration. We appreciate your excellency for squeezing time out of your very tight schedule to visit Okigbo. We have come to submit our votes to you, and we are also pledged loyalty.
Aiyedatiwa expressed gratitude for the reception and reiterated his commitment to developing the Igbo Olodumare tourist attraction into an international brand, among other economic policies.
Those of you who are in this state, you know the little we've been able to do within the short time that we assume office. Is it workers' welfare we want to talk about? Is it the area of education, healthcare delivery, our roads, our schools, both tertiary, secondary and primary? All of these areas we have touched, even the rural roads through RAM. And we can only assure you that we will do more by the time we come back after the election of November 16, 2024. And I also want to thank you for your prayers and good wishes and the resolve to give your votes. And when I say your votes, the votes of your subjects in Okigbo, axis of Ile-Oluji Okigbo local government. Thank you very much.
In Bamikemo, residents promised massive support for the ruling party, with Oba Isaac Iluyomade Abiola assuring Aiyedatiwa of their backing. The campaign team was also warmly received at the palace of Jegun, where Oba Olufaderin Adetimehin expressed confidence in Aiyedatiwa's electoral success while highlighting community challenges like electricity shortages.
We need 10 MVA power, transformer.
The governor thanked the monarch and community members, pledging to maintain impactful governance. Speaking to reporters, Aiyedatiwa and former aspirant Wale Akintianrewa expressed confidence in the APC's chances in the election.
It seems that the people are willing, they are ready, and they have made up their mind that APC is the party to support. And that is the language, that That is the voice, that is the tone. And the excitement is so much in the heart of the people. And here in the palace of Jagun of Ilonuji is the Royal Majesty of Olubade Adetunai. He has spoken once again, and that is the same thing he said before the final election, that the entire Ilonuji citizens are going to support APC.
We will do all within our powers legally to ensure that we mobilize the people and we encourage them to vote and ensure that their votes count, and that I can assure you APC will win massively in this local government.
The APC campaign continues as the party prepares for next month's governorship election. From Ileoluji Okeigbo local government area, Wahab Bankole, Osrc News.
The gubernatorial candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Agbola Ajayi, has assured the people of Ondo State that the issue of insecurity would be properly addressed through a well-repositioned Amotekun Corps if he becomes the governor of the state come next year. Agbola Ajayi was speaking at the town hall meeting with traditional rulers during PDP campaign rally held in the Osrc local government area. Said issues of insecurity will come to an end under his watch as governor. The former deputy governor, who was accompanied by the chairman of the campaign council, Diola Feso, the chairman of the PDP in Ondo State, Bakita Bello, and all members of the state working committee of the party decried the kidnapping and killing of a first-class monarch alongside many others under the watch of government and security agencies. Agbola promised to strengthen the existing Amotekun force and create a unit called Forest Guards from it to safeguard forest in the state. The PDP flag bearer explained that his administration will place premium on agriculture, qualitative education, improved healthcare delivery, and economic growth. The campaign trail also moved to major towns which include Iduani, Ikoakoko, Imeri Town, where a brand new PDP secretariat was opened. It's less than a month to the governorship election in Ondo State, and the candidate of the All Progressives Congress, Lucky Aiyedatiwa, is getting more endorsement from the people. This time, a mega rally was held in Akure, organized by the Odatiwa women leaders, hosting women across the state and southwest states to drum support for the party's candidate. Joy Pius reports that the Yaloja General, Folashade Tinubu, daughter of President Bola Tinubu, was in Akure to canvass support for Governor Aiyedatiwa.
Thousands of women across Ondo State, including other southwest states, all supporters of the All Progressives Congress, converged on Arcade Ground in Akure for the party's women rally, facilitated by the Odatiwa women leaders. The convener of the program and special advisor to the governor on gender, Olamide Falana, highlighted the numerous strides of Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa and his developmental projects targeted at women across all sectors in the state, which led the women to drum support for him.
Although we can say we are lucky because we have a government who ensures that we have a place of pride in the polity of Ondo State. Now, also talk about the area of security of that property, and also talk about the area of political security. The governor is a man of peace.
Ondo State Commissioner for Women Affairs, Lola Fagbemi, and other Southwest counterparts charged the women on love and unity of purpose, while also sensitizing them to get their permanent voter cards before the deadline.
Is going to provide a responsible government that will be responsive to the needs of the women of Ondo State. He will ensure that there is greater representation for women in his government.
There is no room for differences between us. We want love to be among us. Where there is love, there is way forward.
Ibo wa ki o ki, Ibo wa ba ti ki, ìgbà yẹn ni gómìnà gan lè dá sí wa o.
Iyaloja General of Nigeria, Folashade Tinubu Ojo, called on women in the state to come out in large number to vote for APC for continuity of developmental projects across the state.
If you empower a woman, you empower the nation. So our governor has promised to achieve that. He has promised to become the #1 state that would elevate women. So I encourage all our women to come out and mass on the 16th of November.
The women at the event expressed gratitude for the leadership provided for women in the state, promising to give their support for Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa. Joy Pius, Osrc News.
We now bring you sight and sound from the town hall meeting and stakeholders engagement on the alignment of the Ondo State 63-kilometer segment of the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway. That engagement is just concluded, and the meeting, which held at the banquet hall of the Ondo State Government House, was attended by top government functionaries led by the Minister of Works, Dave Umahi. Also at the stakeholders engagement of former and serving federal lawmakers, royal fathers and captains of industry, while the governor of Ondo State, Lucky Ayedatiwa, played the chief host. The Minister of Works, Dave Umahi, said President Bola Tinubu is committed to infrastructure development.
The entire this project is going to be executed. We are ready today. We conclude the design within the month of November. And I'm sure that we will be here in December to flag off the construction. I saw somebody in the quality happening as a knowledge, talking about this island. It's not a political project. The governor has met with the National Assembly, met with the President, met with Minister of Works over 10 times about this project. And the unveiling is coming at a very wonderful time. Because all along we will design. You see the yellow roofs. We don't want to demolish the houses as the governor insisted. So we have spent time to realign the project, and we have put an excellent route. And we see once you have comments today, we give you the opportunity to make the comments. And if we all agree with the justice, and then we will go ahead to conclude the design. The people of Ayetoro community, I don't know if ahead. Your life is small. The government to talk about this community, wonderful community founded in 1947. We talked about a lot of things we are doing. The governor is committed to restoring that community. And we are going to work with we have just said that we are designing that project. We are coming back, we are visiting there, and I'm very sure it's one of the first projects is going to get started after this
Through the entire project, even the ones that are not happening here in Ondo State, to tell you that Mr. President wants to actually connect the whole of Nigeria together for ease of movement and ease of doing business. I want to use this opportunity to thank Mr. President, particularly for the approval and the commencement of this Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway. It is not a political project.
like the minister said, because that project has started at the Lagos axis and also at the Calabar axis. It's a reality. And I want to thank him for considering Ondo State at this time to also unveil the alignment to us. And from what I learned from the minister, we're going to flag up the Ondo State portion probably before the year runs out. See, Mr. President has always shown keen interest in Ondo State, the political development and economic development of the state, even before he became the president. Reason why he has always gotten involved in our political affairs who govern the state, so that he can also contribute, to his development economically. And I can tell you, even currently, he's so keenly interested on who governs the state, and you know where his interest lies.
Nigeria's Minister of Works, Dave Umahi, and the Governor of Ondo State, Lucky Aiyedatiwa, were addressing stakeholders at a town hall meeting on the alignment of the 63-kilometer segment of the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway. We're going to take a break on the news. We'll be back with more stories. Please stay with us.
Healthcare is a fundamental right. The administration of Governor Aiyedatiwa is doing all it can at ensuring that this right is truly enjoyed by all, no matter the status. He has made significant investments in health infrastructure and programs, ensuring that citizens across all sectors have access to affordable, quality medical care.
Still Sunshine Report. Thanks for rejoining us. You can watch us live on our website www.osrc.ng or follow us on Facebook at Osrc TV, and on YouTube you can subscribe to our channel Osrc TV Ondo. More stories. The Special Advisor to Ondo State Governor on Women Affairs, Dr. Seun Osamaye, is expected as our guest on our current affairs program, State of the State, this evening. Dr. Osamaye will speak on next month's governorship election in the state and women participation. She will equally talk about sundry issues on the states of the nation. The live program comes up between the hours of 5 and 6 this evening. The program will be streamed on all our social media platforms. Join us then. Elizade University, Ilaramoki, has renewed its commitment to producing world-class graduates who are able to excel in various spheres of life. The institution's Vice-Chancellor, Professor Kayode Jatunla, at the press briefing to mark the 8th and 9th combined convocation ceremony, said 584 individuals will receive the Citadel's bachelor's and graduate degrees. The convocation also marks the first time the institution will award doctoral degrees. Elizade University, located in Ilaramoki, Ondo State, Nigeria, currently has 31 undergraduate and 23 graduate programs in 5 faculties, and building a reputation for itself as a renowned citadel of learning and research committed to academic excellence, innovation, and community service. As the university prepares for its 8th and 9th convocation ceremonies, a sense of excitement and accomplishments built within the academic community. To herald the activities celebrating the institution's success is the essence of this press briefing, with the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Kayode Jatunla, highlighting the growth of the institution in student enrollment and introduction of new academic programs.
All the 31 programs are accredited by the National Universities Commission, as well as the relevant professional bodies. Our first set of nursing graduates for this convocation on Wednesday, they also sat the registered nurse and registered midwife examinations administered by the Nursery and Midwifery Council of Nigeria this year, and they recorded 100% success in both examinations. Our 2022-2023 law graduates who took the bar exams of the Nigerian Law School recorded 100% success at the bar examinations. These results are not accidental, but can only be a testament to the quality of the training that our students receive here at Elizabeth University.
Professor Ijadunla described Elizabeth University's partnership with institutions globally as a testament to its commitment to producing world-class graduates. For the combined convocation ceremony slated for November 6, 2024, 484 bachelor's degrees and 74 graduate degrees will be awarded. Renowned business mogul Folorunsho Alakija is among the 2 individuals to receive honorary doctorate degree of Elizabeth University.
It's the first time that we are awarding doctoral degrees of Elizabeth University, and also by extension, honorary doctoral degrees to 2 distinguished Nigerians who have excelled in their personal and corporate lives. It's also the first time we are graduating students from the recently created Faculty of Allied Health Sciences. So across the 2 sessions of 2022-2023 and 2023-2024, we shall be awarding 484 bachelor's degrees and 74 graduate degrees. A total of 51 graduates are in the first class category. 196 are in the second class upper category. 191 are in the second class lower category. And 46 graduates are in the third class category.
While acknowledging the challenges of rising energy costs and the ongoing migration of talent from Nigeria, the Vice-Chancellor said Elizabeth University will not relent in attracting best brains to nurture future generation of innovative Nigerians. As Elizabeth University prepares for these celebrations, activities such as environmental awareness, featuring tree planting, sporting events, and Thanksgiving will take center stage in the week-long convocation ceremonies. Sahida Aribisala, Osrc News. Ondo State Chapter of the Inter-Party Advisory Council, IPAC, has passed a vote of confidence on the Resident Electoral Commissioner of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Mrs. Oluwatoyin Babalola, ahead of the November 16 governorship election. Chairman of the Council, Mr. Olaoluwa Desoya, dissociated the body from the protest, calling for the removal of Mrs. Babalola from conducting the next election. Details as presented from our studio. Addressing newsmen, the chairman of the Inter-Party Advisory Council, IPAC, in Ondo State, Olaoluwa Desoya, said there was no need for the removal of INEC Resident Electoral Commissioner in the state, Oluwatoyin Babalola, before the November 16 governorship election. The People's Democratic Party, PDP, had earlier called for the removal of the Resident Electoral Commissioner, alleging her of having vested interest in the election. Also, a youth group stormed the INEC office in Abuja to call for the removal of the reg. In response to all these moves, Adesoya said IPAC has carried out its comprehensive findings on the matter, with the conclusion that there was no need for the removal of Mrs. Babalola before the poll. IPAC affirmed that INEC in Ondo State, under the watch of the State Resident Electoral Commissioner, Mrs. Oluwatoyin Babalola, has carried the council along in all the Commission's activities for the forthcoming November 16 governorship election.
That the alleged connivance of the state reg with any political party so support the coming November 16, 2024 governorship election is false and cannot be substantiated whatsoever. At the level of IPAC, we know the level of neutrality of the reg, and she has been telling us that she has no interest in any individual or any political party.
Mr. Adesoya maintained that IPAC has absolute confidence in the ability of the State Resident Electoral Commissioner to conduct a free, fair and credible election in November.
IPAC Ondo State have absolute confidence in the ability of the State Resident Electoral Commission, Mrs. Oluwatoyin Babalola, to conduct free, fair, credible, and conclusive elections in the forthcoming November 16, 2024 governorship election in Ondo State. IPAC in Ondo State hereby advise the national chairman of INEC, Professor Yakubu, to ignore the call for the redeployment of Ondo State Reg.
The Inter-Party Advisory Council therefore called on security agents to monitor and arrest hired political thugs that may disrupt peace before, during, and after the governorship election in Ondo State. As part of efforts to ensure a credible and violence-free election in Ondo State, the National Youth Council of Nigeria, Ondo State Chapter, in collaboration with the National Orientation Agency, has hosted an interactive session for youths in Akure. The event tagged the Ondo State Youth Summit, focused on promoting unity and peace. The State Chairman of the Youth Council, Matthew Ogumolawa, said the summit aimed to educate youths on electioneering ethics and the responsibilities before, during, and after the electoral process. Osrc's Amaro Lambuji reports that speakers, including Osrc Chairman Kunle Adebayo, contributed insights to the discussions, highlighting the importance of youth engagement in fostering a peaceful electoral environment.
The National Youth Council of Nigeria, in collaboration with National Orientation Agency and other stakeholders, engaged young people in Ondo State to emphasize the importance of knowing their rights and participating meaningfully in the upcoming November 16 governorship election. The state chairman, Matthew Ogumolawa, highlighted that this engagement is crucial for sustaining peace in the state, echoing the message from the Minister of Youth Development, Ayodele Olawande, who stated that the nation's progress relies on youth involvement in fostering development.
We are moving close to the election. We are approaching our people differently, different groups, talking to them how to behave, what is expected of them during the election. And I'm proud to say that the Ondo youth, they have learned a lot and they are putting it into practice. That is why up till now, the parties that are contesting election in Ondo State, they are not be clashing as they have started their electionary campaign. You can see that it's peaceful.
Representing the State Director of the National Orientation Agency, Babatunde Akinde, stressed that youth must actively contribute as a significant portion of the population to ensure their voices are heard.
NOAA is telling the youth movement or the youth segment that please, the first civic responsibility is for us to do what? To register and collect our PVC.
Chairman of Osrc, Kunle Adebayo, promised media support for youth initiatives aimed at promoting peace during the elections.
The media will always carry your messages to far and near, to the wide, to the breadth of Nigeria. And to the youth in the house, my chairman asked me to tell you that the media, especially in those states, radio and television, will be a voice for you.
Various speakers addressed topics: 2024 governorship, Ondo youth and their civic responsibilities, and Ondo State youth as instruments of nation building, urging youth leaders to engage with political leaders and hold them accountable for their promises.
You need to be frank and talk to yourself. Look, nobody will do this for us except we. And you put us together, develop whatever you consider as a framework, discuss it with people in authority, then it is then you can achieve meaningful.
To advocate for peace, local languages including Yoruba, Ebira, and Igbo were used during the session, reinforcing the call for a harmonious electoral process. Omoriola Humbiji, Osrc News.
And that's Sunshine Reports. Thanks for watching. Good afternoon.